All right, welcome back to Broncos Country Tonight, joined by Hall of Famer Steve Atwater. Steve, how are you today?
Man, I'm getting tired of you calling me that. No, I like it.
You're the one that told me to call you that.
No, I like it, man. I like it. I'm just joking.
One of these days, we're going to get David Hasselhoff to slide in behind you just to throw the whole thing off.
No, don't do that. Don't do that. We're good.
That's the Hoff, actually. Hey, Steve, let's talk a little bit about this draft. Now, you love the Jerry Jeudy pick. We talked to you about that. But what was your favorite day two pick of the group that they ultimately ended up going with?
Oh, man. You know what? I got to be honest. I was a little bit surprised when they selected KJ Hamler. I just wasn't expecting a receiver at that position. But, man, when you think about what we have in the AFC West, I think that position, that was a great pick at that time. We get a speedy receiver to go in the slot area there, and him along with Jeudy, Cortland Sutton, and Noah Fant. That's going to be a pretty potent offense. But so I guess I would have to say KJ Hamler, man. I'd have to say that just because that weapon that's going to be right there in the slot for us.
How about you, Ben? Was that your favorite day two pick? You wanted speed. You've been asking for #orange and blur. Did you get enough with Jerry Jeudy, or now that with KJ Hamler kind of completed the puzzle for you?
Well, one shot starts the party. You get two shots in you, and then things really kick off. I'm happy that Steve had the exact right answer on that one. Speed, more speed. Let's get KJ Hamler in there, and let's take the top off with this thing. I'm getting the #orange and blur T-shirts made up. I'll make sure you get one, Ryan. I know you'd be a proud wearer and get on the bandwagon there.
Well, I really needed you both to say Michael Ojemudia, but that's fine. I think KJ Hamler is a good pick. Michael Ojemudia, though, what a star this guy is going to be. Let's get to day three. Who's your favorite day three pick?
Okay. Alberto.
All right, it's a good pick.
And you know what?
Tell me why.
To be honest with you, when I watched film on him, I thought he was going to be a first rounder. That was actually some of the film I saw last year when Drew Lock was there with him. Bring him in the fourth round, man. That's a
Ben,
steal.
Same question.
Honestly, I kind of like the Moody pick. It's a no risk pick there late in the draft on a guy that has all world talent but just couldn't stay healthy. And if you could find a way to keep him healthy, he could absolutely be a star guard, in this offense. So, that was kind of one of my picks. I always like it when teams will take chances on guys at 6th, 7th round that have all the talent in the world, but had something else going on there. I thought the Broncos made a good move there.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely an argument with Netani Moody that he could have been a day two pick if it weren't for the injuries. But we said this coming into the draft, fellas, that it was going to be a situation where teams weren't going to have a chance to have the medicals fully vested, and so because of that, they probably would have some talented guys slip.
Yeah, man, and Moody, man, he did 44 reps on the bench at the combine. There's no lacking of strength on his side. Now he's gonna have to battle up there at that offensive line. We got some ballers up there right now. Not sure how much he'll see the field this first year, but definitely great to have guys on the roster that can step in if guys get injured.
No question. Okay, Steve, so you've got a new show coming out. Here's a clip of it, and it'll be debuting this Saturday night.
Remember Terrell Davis, he got hit a couple of times. He had the headache, and then for Mike to tell him, hey, I need you in there on this play, and he's like, I got a headache, I can't hardly see. He's like, well, you don't need to see on this play. What does that tell you about the relationship that they had for him to have the confidence? He didn't even question. He's like, all right, I'm going in.
Yeah, well, that was the faith you had in what we did offensively and, the players we had and what we were trying to execute. So, and that's the unselfishness of this whole team. I mean, Albert Williams playing with 2 torn triceps, you with a separated shoulder, everybody, you don't get through an NFL season without everybody being injured and everybody being hurt. And so that was part of the sacrifice that we were willing to make for one another.
Fans of Big Al, Mark Schlereth here in the first one. You're going to have Rod Smith, Ray Crockett along. There's a 4-part series here talking about the 97 team, the 98 team. Tell me a little bit about it.
Yeah, man, we just all got together and took a little stroll down memory lane, going through that 1997 season, and then the second show is with the Super Bowl. Again, just going back down memory lane with guys who were on the team who had an impact in both of those seasons. We had such a fun time doing it. Man, from Gary Zimmerman coming out of retirement in the 97 season, and us going the long, hard route through Kansas City and making it to the Super Bowl. It was really an amazing ride. And then the 98 season, to be able to go 14-2 and, have to have all the teams come through Denver to go to the Super Bowl, man. It was amazing.
I mean, there is something special, Ben, about the first championship, the first two championships, the back-to-back. And we know how Broncos country is. We talk to them every single night. We know how nostalgic and how much fun they have. I can't wait to watch this.
Yeah, and it's always good to get perspective of people who are there on top of it. We have the fan or the media lens that we look through, but getting the inside take from guys that were actually there, it's always fun. I'm really looking forward to it.
Very cool. So again, it debuts this Saturday night, Steve. Now, what was there anything that stood out to you when you guys went back over this? Some stories from Mark or from Big Al or Ray or Rod? I mean, anything that stood out to you that maybe you didn't even know?
Well, not really any stories, but just when you go back and look at the season, both of the seasons, you could tell it was apparent how much we enjoyed playing with each other. Guys were supporting each other when we come off the field. I remember Bubby Bristol came in and played, and Terrell Davis was, just so positive with him. Like he was our full-time starting quarterback, and just that love and care for our teammates, man. That's what shined through for me, and that's why I think that moment is so special for all of us.
Very cool. So if Broncos fans want to make sure they check this out, Broncos OTT, you can find it on the NFL app, which, of course, is on your Apple TV, on Roku. There's information at denverbroncos.com if you want to check that out. But you don't want to miss this. It debuts this Saturday night, a 4-part series detailing the 1997 and 1998 seasons for the Denver Broncos. That does it for us here at Broncos Country tonight. Thank you to Graham Glasgow. Thank you to Steve Atwater. For Benjamin Allbright, I'm Ryan Edwards. Thank you for watching. Have a good night.